Good morning, everybody. How you guys are doing? You guys don't know who I am. I am Prophetess Dr. Yolanda. I am the founder of Reconnect Women's Ministries. Welcome to my YouTube channel. But yeah, y'all read this how to write my Deliverance Testimony. I've been wanting to do this testimony. Well, God wanted me to do this testimony for a while now. For like a couple weeks, I guess you can say. I started the video in my car and I didn't like how it is. So, and I said, I think I missed some points in there or whatever. But I said, let me redo this again. So I was doing it this morning because I have time. This past couple weeks, I've been busy. So I have time today to do this video and tell you my deliverance testimony. So I got fully delivered a couple weeks ago, but I got healed in January. So I'm gonna start with January and go up to what a couple weeks ago when I got fully delivered. But I'm gonna tell you this: Jesus been good. He been so good to me. He been good to me all the time, but this year he started off with a bang. And I was like, what? Like, it's so amazing. And it's like I'm still shocked about the full deliverance on a couple weeks ago. Before I get to the deliverance, let me start telling you what happened in January. Okay, you guys, all you guys know that I'm married. I've been married for like a year and a half. So I'm married. And so last year in 2023, I've been going through a lot of spiritual warfare. A lot of spiritual warfare. I mean, like a lot of Christians don't talk about this a lot. I'm gonna put it like this: a lot of Christians don't talk about this, about spiritual warfare, or especially in churches, about people doing witchcraft on your family and stuff like that. A lot of people don't talk about that. So last year I was going through a lot of spiritual warfare, mostly witches doing like witchcraft, witches and warlocks doing witchcraft on me and my husband. Like, they were just throwing stuff at us. Like, it was crazy. So I prayed and fasted so much last year. It was crazy. I was just breaking curses off of my family, breaking curses off of Loster family. Because my husband, I don't know his calling yet, but my husband, and I tell him, he kind of believes me, but I'm just like, okay, I'm going to have my pray for you and have my prayer warrior, my best friend, help us, like, build me up and pray for me or whatever while I'm going through this. But yeah, so last year I was going through a lot of spiritual warfare, like a lot of spiritual warfare. Like, it's just coming at us like crazy. And I sensed it, I see it, but I don't think my husband didn't see it, but I sensed it and see it. And like, when God speaks to me, he speaks to me he speaks to me in my dreams, like he give me visions. And sometimes I'm awake, he will give me visions too, a little bit, like a visions too also. But it was just crazy. And then, like, let me put it like this. Like, my finance was messed up. I got in a car accident. I got hit by an 18-wheeler. Jesus protected me. Like, his angels protected me. Like, only like the side, it could have been worse. Only on my side of my car got like scraped up. I did a video on that, how Jesus saved me. I've been through that. Like, me and my husband, we were always, like, I'm being honest with you guys, we were up and down, like, arguing all the time. Not all the time, but we had a lot of disagreements last year. It was weird. It was just like, what? And then it was just like certain things, like, it was, and then, sickness, physical sickness and stuff. Like, it was just like they were just throwing stuff at us. The enemy just throwing stuff at us. It's just like, what? After I got married to my husband in 2022, it's just like 2023 was just like pure hell. Like, what the world? I had some good days now, but you can tell that I'm spiritually struggling. I'm going through spiritual warfare. Like, some people who know me, quote, know me a lot, who knew me, they can tell that something is going on spiritually, because I'm literally fighting this battle and praying and fasting and out to the point that, like, you can tell, like, my continence is just like draining. And so that was 2023 and everything. So that was 2023. So fast forward to January and everything. So before I get to January, let me put it like this. I'm gonna tell you this, whatever what was going on, I fought that spirit in September of 2023. Fought that spirit I had the full armor of God on me. It was like, oh, you got it now. So after when I fought that spirit in the spirit realm, it was like done. It was done. Jesus said it's done. That's your confirmation that it's done. And that's because of my obedience, reading my word, praying, getting closer to him, speaking to him, talking to him, and letting him guide me through all this. Now, fast forward to January. My best friend, I'm trying to not sugarcoat anything, but I'm trying to cover up some words and everything like that, so I won't get kicked off. But anyways, fast forward to January, my best friend, she called me. You know, I was in prayer in my car. I was at work, in my car in the garage. You know, I was sitting in the garage in the car just praying, whatever, you know. And she called me. She said, now she on a whole nother level. Like when I say like on another level of spirituality, like she's on a whole other level. Like she's so knowledgeable, and she's learning from Jesus, like for real. Like he's just sitting at his feet, like learning from him. I do too, but I mean, like she's so knowledgeable. Jesus gave her a gift of knowledge. Like she's so knowledgeable of a lot of stuff, and she some things I don't want to see, but sometimes when she tells me, like, girl, thank God Jesus don't let me see that. But you know, but so fast forward to January, and she called me. She's like, Yolanda. I'm like, yes. And I knew something was wrong. I said, what's up? I don't know what this is, what I had a vision about. It's like a vision of you having sex with somebody. And the person you were having sex with, he was not right. He was not right. And I was like, what you mean? He said, and she explained the settings and everything, all the settings and everything, what was going on. Like she's seen the whole thing. And he's not right. He was like a demon. He was like demonic. Was he a truck driver? And I was like, and I knew she was telling the truth. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, that dude, he's not right. He's not right. It seemed like you were like having sex with a demon. And I was like, what? She said, he's not right. He's not right. And she asked me, did you use protection? I said, the first time we did, but the second time we didn't. And she said, you knew that you was doing was wrong, but you didn't care. You knew. Now, mind you, this was like 2021. This is 2021. That what she was telling the settings and everything when I was still living in sin and everything. I was in ministry, still living in sin, whatever. And after that, dude, but let me go back to the story before I say something, before I talk about that. But yeah, you knew, but she said, this dude, he put a curse on your womb. And I was like, so you won't get pregnant? He put a curse on your womb. I don't know what type of curse he did, but he put a curse on your womb. And then it's like, and she said, when I see your womb, it's like cement. Like, it was like cement, like it was hard. It was orange and yellow. I think she said the colors and everything like that. And she said, it was just like it was like your womb is cursed. Your womb is cursed. And he did witchcraft on you. He did witchcraft on your womb. And she said, I kind of figured, I was like, I see you and your husband in the future and having children, but I'm trying to figure out why you're not getting pregnant. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, when she was saying it, I was like, I was furious and upset. And I was like, I can't believe this dude did that. I was like basically wishing death on him. I was really wishing death on him. Like, Jesus, take him out, because like, why would he do that to me? And she said, "Don't. It's okay. It's okay. Jesus want me to tell you just to pray." I said, "Do I need a fast pray? I can do like a 40-day." She said, "No, you don't need to do that." She said, "You just have to have faith and pray. Just pray a simple prayer and have faith and pray, and just pray that. Just do a simple prayer and say, 'Jesus, forgive me for my sins. I repent for any fornication that I did in the past. Anybody who did evil deposits in my womb, take it right now.'" Stuff like this. Just pray. And so I did that and everything like that. I did that, and I think I did I did a study on faith and on faith and just read the Bible and everything like that week and everything. But when I did that prayer that same day, I felt that my womb was healed. I'm gonna tell you that though in the beginning, later on in a minute. Not later on, but in a minute. But going back, so the guy that I was dealing with, this is way before my husband. I met my husband probably like a year and a half before I met my husband. I met him in I think 2020. I think it was 2020. Stopped talking to him in 2021. I literally just stopped talking to him in 2021. Because the dude was just like weird. I had seen red flags. He was just weird. If you start seeing red flags on a dude, don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. I was so blinded about, like, he would like give me gifts, and then he started acting gifts, and he was so sweet and everything. And then, like, he started acting weird a little bit after a while. Like, he would say, like, words he would say, like, "Oh, yeah, like, I'm a nympho," and all the time. I'm like, okay, when you telling yourself that, like, my mind was like, okay, so you just weird. You just enjoy sex. You just enjoy it, right? But no, it's on another whole top of level. Like, okay, you have demons. But me, that back then in 2020 and 2021, I didn't think nothing of it, right? And then God had like wake me up. He was like, "Girl, what are you doing?" So I slept with him a few times. He's like, "Girl, what you doing? You need to wake up." So I stopped talking to him because he was just like acting. Then he started acting very narcissistic and very like an a-hole, basically. He was like that at the end of it. And to be honest with you, this dude, he was dealing with somebody too, another person. That was another red flag. I don't know what the word I was thinking. It was like I was basically had like a cover in my eyes and did not care. Like I don't know. I can't even explain it. But and I was like, I'm kind of like a side chick. Why I'm doing that? I'd never be a side chick. I'm always the main woman. What the heck? Like, no. So I just literally, I woke up from that and literally just stopped talking to him. Of course, I saw him because he was a truck driver. He was like a vendor truck driver at my old job. And I still saw him, but I didn't really spoke to him really or nothing like that. I'll say hey and bye. But like, other than that, I didn't have no full conversation or whatever, That's where in January, when she was telling me all this stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that. So I blocked him. Like, he wasn't even on my social medias after I stopped talking to him. So I had blocked him. And I said, what in the world? I said, put it this way. If I lied to my friend about what I did with him, I'd be lying to the Holy Spirit, because that was the Holy Spirit speaking to her. It was kind of like a test in a way. Like, I know people say, oh, God don't test you. No, he doesn't test you, but he's going to test you, see you're going to tell the truth. So that's what I felt like in January when she was talking to me. It was like Peter and the wife and the man, they were the wife and her husband, the husband and the wife, they were supposed to be giving, like, I think, money to Peter. Was it Peter? Yeah, Peter. It's in Acts. I put it down in the descriptions below. It's in Acts. and they basically lied. The husband came out first. He basically lied to Peter, and he dropped dead. And then the wife came because she followed her husband because he's the head. She did the same thing and lied, and she dropped dead. But she didn't know that her husband dropped dead because they took his body before Peter asked her to come out and say what happened. So basically, they were lying to the Holy Spirit. So if I did the same thing to my friend, lied to the Holy Spirit, you don't know what happened to me. I probably wouldn't get healed. I probably going through all the stuff I was going through or whatever. But I was like, you know what? And I didn't think about that. I just told her the truth because it was the truth. I was like, yeah, I did that. And I repented for it. And I asked Jesus to forgive me. And like, I knew I was in the wrong. I knew I shouldn't have did it. I know I shouldn't have had sex with that dude. But now it all makes sense now why I wasn't getting pregnant or anything like that. Now it makes sense because I'm thinking like something's wrong with me, but no. And let me tell you how Jesus told me. So not being too graphic, but my periods were weird. It was weird. It was like, you know how when your cycle, it starts off like, it starts off light, very light. And then like probably a couple days later, it get a little bit heavy. And then like a little bit later after that, it gets back light. Mine wasn't like that. It was just like starting off heavy. And then it'd be heavy until like the 6th day or 7th day. And it was just like, I knew it was something wrong. And then like when my periods start, it smelled like death. It was just like something had died. And I was like, I need to go to the doctor and get this checked out. I need to go to the doctor and get this checked out because this is not normal. And then like the end, it still smelled like it, like, and then it goes through the process, and then like at the end, it smelled like the same, like death. I was like, what the heck is going on up here? But when my friend told me to pray over my womb and take all the evil deposits, Jesus healed me right there. I think my cycle was supposed to come on like a couple weeks later or whatever. My cycle was normal. It went back normal. It was like, it was so normal. I didn't smell anything. It was just like, Jesus just healed everything. Just healed my whole womb. Just healed everything down there. It was just weird. And I was like, oh my gosh. It wasn't weird, but I was like, oh my God, Jesus really healed me. Like, I have normal cycles. It's not like weird like it was before. I'm not smelling anything. Nobody. And then it was like, I was shocked. And the one thing I realized too, like last year, my abdomen was really hurting. Out of the blue. I'd be thinking, oh, it's probably my PCOS. But no, usually, I said, I got delivered from PCOS. No, it's not that. So, and it was like, it's like I would have a bad cramp. It would be cramp always like towards my belly button. I'll be on the ground in pain, wanting to cry. I think one time I had to call out from work because I was in so much pain. It was like a big cramp. Like a cramp that's worst cramp you ever feel. I don't have any kids. Never had kids before. But it was a scorching pain. And then after it stops, I'd be in pain for 3 days. My abdomen. And Jesus had put in my mind, he was like, that was that curse that God did on you. It was like, it was kind of like that came from it. Like it came from it. And then I could tell my abdomen was kind of hard a little bit. And I was like, oh my gosh, Jesus help me. Jesus helped me all through and through. Now, fast forward to my deliverance testimony. Okay. Now this is cool. This is cool. So, so everything, Jesus helped me from the curse that guy put on me, or that witchcraft the guy put on me, put on my womb. Jesus helped me from that. And a couple weeks ago, I had a full-on deliverance. Full-on deliverance. Jesus just fully delivered me. Like when I say the fully delivered me, he fully delivered me. And no, nobody lay hands on me. And no, I did not go to no church to get fully delivered. I'm gonna put it like this. A lot of people think they can get full deliverance from people, like people laying on hands. I don't believe people laying hands on me. You're not gonna, if I don't know who you are, you ain't gonna lay hands on me. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Nope. You're not gonna do that. That's me. But people, and people need to believe like Jesus can deliver you. Yeah, Jesus can deliver you from everything. Like he's still doing deliverance now at this moment. Like he still can deliver you in your dreams, in your waking life, while you at home. You don't have to have deliverance ministers here and there touching all over you. No, you don't need nobody laying hands on you. Jesus can do it right there. So my deliverance, okay. So I was praying, right, and so I do follow Prophetess Tiffany Montgomery, her fast. So I do that. And she had I think she had sent an email out and talking about let's do another 3-day fast. I think it was in the month of, it's this month. Yeah, this month. I was like, okay, let me do this, because she did one April 1st and the 3rd, and the next week, the week after, she said I didn't fully do it the first week, but the second week she put it out on the email like, let's do it again. So I did the first day, and I did the prayers and everything. I was in my dinner area on the couch, and I was reading my Bible, and I just went to sleep. I had the second prayer like up. It was just still playing in the background, and I went to sleep. I was trying to fight it, so I went to sleep. It was so interesting. So she was there. So lately, this month, this week, this year, I've been doing my Prophetess Tiffany a lot. She will be like talking to me, or she will be anointing me. I need to find like what that means, because and then she was there, and this time she was there in my dream of my deliverance, and it was weird. It was so weird. So I was figure out what that means when you see somebody, a woman of God or a man of God in your dreams. So she was there, and then she came up to me and she touched my head, and she said, you are being spiritually attacked. And I was like, okay. She said, come see me. And we were like in this hotel, like actually my job, I guess you can say. We're in a meeting room. There's a group of people. And so I got up where she got up, she walked away, and I got up where she was at. And she's like, and she was shaking her head, and she was shaking her head like in sadness, and she was shaking my head. And then she was like, I'm gonna have her pray over you. I said, okay. So the girl came to me. It was like a young lady. She came to me, and she was like, sit down. I said, okay. And she's like, just relax, sit down. I'm going to deliver you. And I said, okay. So I sat down, and then she said, and then she put there's a group of women came around me, and they were all praying. And then she touched my head, and then and she had opened my mouth. She said, we got to get this stuff out of you. We got to get this stuff out of you. And I opened my mouth. She said, oh my God. She said, and I started like, all I can see, she said, I see food. I see all this stuff coming out of her. So what I'm saying, like I was throwing up, like literally, we had to get it out of her. We had to get it out of her. So it was like, it felt like a 10-minute deliverance. And that's what it felt like. But it was like, I was vomiting. I was vomiting. All you can hear, these demons just coming out of me. It was like, all screaming and screeching. That's what it sounded like. They were all coming out of me. And then like, I just kept on, and she said, we got to get it out. We got to get it out. We got to get all this out. And then like, and I couldn't, like, it stopped when I couldn't throw up anymore. And she said, okay, you're done. You're delivered. All of this is out of you. They all came out of you. You're delivered. And then I think on the moment with during the deliverance, I think I started floating. Like I was like floating off the ground a little bit, because all of them was all in me. I don't even know what was in me, but it was just like all of it was in me. And then I laid down and I laid on the ground, and then they covered me. They all covered me. I think it was like a sheet or something. They covered me because I was out. It felt so real. When I say it felt so real, it felt so real. And then I got out of it. I got up. I got out of the, and I got up. She said, "You've been fully delivered. You've been fully delivered." And then Prophetess Tiffany came to me. She said, "You are fully delivered. Jesus fully delivered you. He fully delivered you." He said, I saw infirmities in you. I saw sickness in you. And she said, "I saw all this type of stuff in you, and Jesus fully delivered you. You are fully free." And then I woke up. I woke up like this. I was shaking. I was like, what in the world? Like, what? So I got up and called my best friend. I was like, "Girl, I got fully delivered in a dream. Do that even happen?" She said, "Yeah. You can Jesus will fully deliver you in your dreams." I said, "What? Girl, you don't need you can get fully delivered in your dreams. You don't need a pastor or anybody lay hands on you to deliver you. You can get fully delivered in your dreams. Like, you can get fully delivered in your dreams." It was like amazing. I'm still shocked to this day. It was so amazing. And it was like after that, like deliverance, I felt so much lighter. I felt so much calmer. Of course I had my days, but life. But it was like spiritually, I'm awake. I see things. I know things. I hear God so clearly. My eyes are not blind. I don't have no veil over my eyes anymore like that. And when I come to him or talk to him, I can hear him clearly talking back to me. And it's so amazing, because before I was like all that spiritual warfare I had last year and everything, I'm seeking God. It seemed like God couldn't hear me or anything. But this year, because of my obedience and because I stayed in my word, I prayed, I talked to him, and mostly importantly, my obedience to him, everything just fell in place. And that is my deliverance story from this year. And it's like Jesus is so good. He is so good, so good. And I can't explain how I feel. It's like he delivered me from so much, and and he always gonna protect me, and he always gonna cover me and my family, and I'm just waiting to see what he got for me next. but yeah, so that was my deliverance testimony. So yeah, I got delivered in my dreams, basically. And people say, "Oh, I'm gonna hear it." Like, people gonna say, "Oh, you can't get delivered by you." Yes, you can. Jesus can deliver you in your dreams. And most people don't know that when you're sleeping, you're not here. You're in the spiritual realm. You're not here. You're not really here. You're in the spiritual realm. And it's like, and you live in, if you have I ain't gonna talk about that. That's a whole nother lesson. But yeah, so that's my deliverance story and everything. But yes, so all I gotta say is just keep trusting in Jesus, keep talking to him, be obedient to his word, and that's it. Really, it's just so simple. It's like, just be obedient to him. Just listen to him. Just be obedient. Because I was rebellious. I was so rebellious, and rebellious a few years back. Because I'm gonna tell you this. before that guy, the truck driver guy, I was so obedient. I think I was celibate for like 4 years. And now, mind you, that's a whole nother level, another story though. Mama, mind you, I knew having premarital sex outside of marriage is wrong. I knew that. I knew that when I got in ministry. Still doing it. To be honest, still was doing it. And I stopped. And like I stopped, and then I stopped like, I think I stopped for four or 5 years. And this guy shows up, and I fell into the enemy's trap. And that's my fault. And I knew it was wrong. And then I got the consequences of it. And then Jesus delivered me from that consequence, because I was repentant. I was seeking him. I was obedient. And then when I got married, I still was obedient and seeking Jesus and talking to him, fighting all type of tactics the enemy trying to throw at me and everything. So, and then because of my obedience, he said, okay, I'm going to deliver you. I'm going to heal you. And then I'm going to deliver you. And that's what Jesus did to me this year. And when I'm telling, like, when you're disobedient, there's always consequences. It can't be like physical sickness or anything. It could be just spiritual sickness. And that's what I had. Because when you're spiritually sick, that's a whole nother level. And and that's what a lot of Christians now are walking with, spiritual sickness. Nothing's probably wrong with them, but they sense something's wrong in their body. But it's mostly about spiritual sickness. And a lot of people do, and people in the world are wicked. I don't trust nobody. If you're not for Jesus, and people say they are for Jesus, but they're really not, that's what you have to have a spirit of discernment. But if you don't have the same type of spirit as me, following Jesus, be all die hard for Jesus, I ain't gonna fool with you. And when I sense somebody is wrong with them, like, and they be like, oh yeah, I'm a Christian. Everybody saying they're Christian, but they were like, oh, I'm a Christian. Oh, I follow Jesus and everything. And my radar goes off like, no, you don't. And I see that things that you do, and God shows me, no. But and people have to be careful when they be dealing with people, because people are wicked. That's all I gotta say. I'm talking now. That's all I'm saying. But yes, so that's my deliverance testimony. And also, I'm gonna end with this. I am starting a Walking in Purity Institute. Always wanted to do this. Always wanted to do this. And I am so excited to do this. So I'm going to start right now. I'm making videos of the courses. So they're going to be 5 modules, 5-week course. And I did an introduction. I'm just link the video below. I did an introduction about it. And I also did like sexual sin series before. And I think I did it in 2022. Getting in 2022. The guy told me, like, you need to do this, talk about this, like sexual sin among Christians and stuff like that. So I did it and I stopped. But I'm rebooting it. But I'm doing it as an institute. It's going to be a course. And I'm almost done with it. And it was so funny that I have like all the materials that I needed to get this done. So I'm thinking about it's going to be available. I'm not for sure, probably July or August. I'm not for sure yet. So probably July or August. Is going to be available for you guys. But I'm so excited. So I'm talking about everything, like sexual sin. When I say sexual sin, I mean every single thing you can think about. Premarital sex, pornography, masturbation, homosexuality, everything that's dealing, everything that is basically sexual immorality. So, and I am so excited. And this is strictly for women, because I noticed that a lot of men have courses and stuff for themselves of like who dealing with this stuff. This is strictly for women who wants to be freed, who wants to be freed from sexual immorality, who wants to be freed and live in the abundance of Jesus Christ, who wants to be living freedom. And it's like, I am so excited for this, because I believe a lot of women are going to be delivered from this. And I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you what things that get attached to you when you do this stuff and everything. Because I experienced most of it, some of it, but I'm going to tell you which ones I experienced with. You already know premarital sex. That's one. And I think in my past videos, I talked about pornography and masturbation. Those are the top 3 I experienced. But and I'm still gonna talk about the other things that people experience also. So, but I'm so excited. But yes, I love you guys so much and everything, and I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys enjoyed my testimony, and I hope it helped you guys. And I love you so much. And talk to you guys. Bye.